It's all very intriguing, but I'm not clear yet what you want me to do in this matter, Mr. Mason. Can't you make it more definite?
Perhaps this will make it more definite, Mr. Holmes.
Perhaps it will. Good Lord. A charred fragment of bone. Where did you get it?
There's a central heating furnace in the cellar beneath Lady Beatrice's room. Harvey, he's one of the stable lads, has charge of it. He found the bone when he was raking the cinders this morning. He didn't like the look of it.
Nor do I. What do you make of it, Watson?
It's the upper condyle of a human femur.
Exactly what I thought. These are deep waters, Mr. Mason. And rather murky.
Shoscombe Old Place by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Dramatized for radio by Michael Bakewell. With Clive Merrison as Sherlock Holmes and Michael Williams as Dr. John Watson. And featuring Nicholas Leprevot as John Mason and Donald Pickering as Sir Robert Norberton. Shoscombe Old Place.
Yes. Glue.
What did you say?
It's glue, Watson.
Glue?
Yes, unquestionably. Glue. Well, take a look through the microscope.
I really don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, see for yourself. There. Have a look at the scattered objects in the field.
You mean the black lines and the grey bits and the blobby things?
Blobby things? The black lines are threads from a tweed coat. The irregular grey masses are dust. There are epithelial scales on the left.
Epithelial?
Epithelial.
Epithelium. The cell tissue which invests the outer surface of the body and the mucous membranes connected with it.
Or, in plain English, dandruff. And the brown blobs, as you call them, are glue.
I'm happy to take your word for it. Is there actually a point to any of this, Holmes?
It's a very fine demonstration. You recall the St. Pancras case?
The policeman who was shot down outside the buffet on platform 1.
A cap was found beside his body. The man who was accused of the murder has persistently denied that it was his, but he's a picture maker and probably uses glue every day. The man's as good as hanged.
Is this one of your cases, Holmes?
No, goodness, no. Merivale of the Yard asked me to look into it. Since I ran down that coiner by the zinc and copper filings and the seam of his cuff, they've come to realize the importance of the microscope. Yes, it's a fascinating aid to detection.
Oh, yes.
What time is it, Watson?
11:15.
Yes, I'm expecting a client, but it's overdue. I believe, Watson, that you know something of racing.
I ought to. I pay for it with about half my war wound pension.
I knew I could rely on you. You shall be my handy guide to the turf.
I don't follow you.
Now, does the name Sir Robert Norberton mean anything to you?
I should say it does. He lives at Shoscombe Old Place.
You've been there?
My summer quarters were down there once.
Summer quarters?
When I was a medical student.
Oh. Tell me about Sir Robert Norberton. What manner of man is he?
He nearly came within your province once.
Within my province? How was that?
There was a most unsavoury type. Sam Brewer.
The moneylender, the one who has premises in Curzon Street?
That's the fellow. It happened on Newmarket Heath. Norberton was already pretty deep in, but he asked for an extension of credit. Brewer refused him point blank, and he wasn't exactly discreet about it either. Norberton saw red and took a horsewhip to him. Brewer was lucky to get away with his life.
What a remarkable character. Does he often indulge himself in that fashion?
He has the name of being a very dangerous man. He's just about the most daredevil rider in England. Second in the Grand National a few years back.
Yes, I remember it. The horse was, what was his name? Patroclus.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's one of those men who's been born out of his time. He should have been a buck in the days of the Regency. A boxer, an athlete, a plunger on the turf, a lover of fair ladies. And, by all accounts, so far down Queer Street that he may never find his way back again.
Capital, Watson. A perfect thumbnail sketch. I really seem to know the man. Now, can you give me some idea of Shoscombe Old Place?
No, I can't tell you about the house. It's supposed to go back centuries. But for the past 20 years, it's been the home of the Shoscombe Stud. The training quarters are there, too.
And the head trainer is John Mason.
How do you know that?
There's nothing surprising about my knowing it, Watson. I happen to have received a letter from him. But tell me more about Shoscombe. I seem to have struck a rich vein.
There are the Shoscombe Spaniels, of course. You hear of them at every dog show.
No.
They're the most exclusive breed in England, and the special pride of the lady of Shoscombe Old Place.
Sir Robert Norbiton's wife, I presume.
Good Lord, no. Sir Robert has never married. Just as well, I should think, considering his prospects and his reputation. He lives with his widowed sister, Lady Beatrice Folder.
You mean that she lives with him?
No. That's not what I meant at all. The house belonged to her late husband, Sir James Folder. Her brother has no claims on it at all. His sister has only a life interest in the estate, and it reverts to her husband's brother at her death. Meantime, she draws the rents every year.
Ah, and Brother Robert, I suppose, spends said rents.
That's about the size of it. He's a devil of a fellow, and must lead her a most uneasy life. Yet I have heard that she's devoted to him.
And to the Shoscombe Spaniel.
And to the Spaniels, yes. But what is the trouble at Shoscombe?
Here I expect is the man who will enlighten us. Mr. John Mason.
The same. Mr. Holmes?
Kindly take a seat, Mr. Mason.
Thank you.
This is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Your servant, Doctor.
Mr. Mason?
You received my note, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I received it, but it explained nothing.
It was too delicate a situation to put the details down on paper. Rather too complicated. I could only talk about it face to face.
So here we are, Mr. Mason, at your disposal. Pray proceed.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. First of all, I think that my employer, Sir Robert, has gone mad.
This is Baker Street, not Harley Street.
What makes you say so?
Well, sir, when a man does one queer thing, or two queer things, there may be a meaning to it. But when everything he does comes into that category, then you begin to wonder. I believe Shoscombe Prince and the Derby have turned his brain.
Shoscombe Prince is a colt you're running?
The best in England, Doctor. I should know if anyone does. I've had my eye on him since he first got up on his legs. Now, I'll be plain with you, for I know you're a gentleman of honour, and it won't go beyond this room.
That goes without saying, Mr. Mason.
Thank you, Doctor. Sir Robert has got to win the Derby. He's up to his neck in trouble, and it's his last chance. Everything he could raise or borrow, he's put on Shoscombe Prince. And at fine odds, too. Oh, you can get 40s now, but it was nearer the 100 when he began to back him.
But how is that when you say that the horse is so good?
The public doesn't know how good he is. Sir Robert has been too clever for the touts. He's been taking the Prince's half-brother out for spins round the park. You can't tell them apart. But there are 2 lengths and a furlong between them when it comes to a gallop.
Sir Robert evidently knows what he's about.
He thinks of nothing but the horse and the race. His whole life is on it. He's holding off the money lenders till then. If the Prince fails him, he's finished.
It seems rather a desperate gamble, but perfectly rational. So where does the madness come in?
Why, Mr. Holmes, you only have to look at him. I don't believe that he's had a wink of sleep this past month. He's down at the stable at all hours, day and night. His eyes are wild, staring out of his head. And then there's his conduct towards Lady Beatrice.
What is that?
Sir Robert and his sister always used to be the best of friends, Mr. Holmes. They had the same tastes, and she loved the horses as much as he did. Every day at the same hour, she'd drive down to see them. And above all, she loved the Prince. And he would prick up his ears as soon as he heard the wheels on the gravel, and he'd trot out each morning to her carriage to get his lump of sugar. But that's all over now.
Why?
Well, she suddenly seems to have lost all interest in the horses. For a week now, she has driven past the stables with never so much as a good morning.
You think there's been a quarrel?
I'm certain of it, and a bitter, savage, spiteful quarrel at that. Why else should he give away her pet spaniel that she loved as if it were her child?
He gave it away.
Only a few days ago, Sir Robert gave it to old Josiah Barnes that keeps the Green Dragon.
Where is this inn?
It's 3 miles off at Grendel.
That certainly does seem very strange.
How's Lady Beatrice taken it? Did she seem distressed?
She's scarcely seen about the house at all now. And Sir Robert never goes near her. With her weak heart and her dropsy, she could never go far without him, and he used to spend 2 hours every evening in her room. And well he might, for she's been a rare good friend to him.
And that's all over now.
Yes, Doctor. She's taken it badly. She's brooding and sulking. She's drinking like a fish.
Did she drink before the estrangement?
Well, she was used to take her glass, but now it's often a whole bottle of an evening.
Scarcely advisable in her condition.
Now, you're certain of this?
Stevens, the butler's told me. It's all changed, gentlemen, and there's something damn rotten about it.
Tell me, Mr. Mason, who keeps her ladyship company?
Well, there's her maid, Carrie Evans. She's been with her 5 years and more.
And is no doubt devoted to her mistress.
Well, she's devoted enough, but I won't say to whom.
What on earth do you mean by that?
I can't tell tales out of school, Doctor.
Yes, we quite understand, Mr. Mason. Of course, the situation's clear enough. From Dr. Watson's description of Sir Robert, I can realise that no woman is safe from him. And do you think the quarrel between brother and sister may lie there?
Well, it might do, so far as it goes.
So far as it goes.
It doesn't account for Sir Robert going off to the old crypt in the middle of the night. Nor does it help to explain who the man is that he meets there.
Ah. Tell us all about the old crypt.
Well, you'll not get anyone to go there after twilight. It's a godforsaken place and known to be haunted.
The crypt is part of Shoscombe Old Place, I take it.
No, sir. It's about half a mile from the house. It was the old family burial chapel. All the folders have been laid to rest there for centuries. It's a ruin now and stands all alone in a park. And under the chapel there's a crypt. Some say it goes back to Saxon times. It's a dark, damp, creepy place, even by daylight.
And no one dares venture there after dark?
There's a story that one of the ancestors of Lady Beatrice's late husband, they call him the Black Folder, walks every night of the dark of a moon.
But this Black Folder holds no terrors for Sir Robert, I take it.
No, Mr. Holmes. It would take more than that to frighten him.
And what of this man he meets there by night?
Well, Stevens the butler, who first suspected something was up just a few nights ago. He came over to the stables the following morning to tell me about it.
It must have been nearly midnight. It was raining hard, as can scarcely have escaped your notice, Mr. Mason. I saw him go out by the side door beneath the north tower.
Well, that's his own affair, surely. Perhaps he just slipped out to meet some fancy woman.
In the old crypt. Mind you, some people do have very peculiar tastes.
How can you be sure he was going to the old crypt?
Sir Robert keeps a pair of field glasses by the library window. Well, I could follow the course of his lantern along the side of the walled garden and into the park. He must have given some kind of signal, for there was an answering lantern flash from by the ruined chapel.
What the devil can he be doing there?
I can't imagine, Mr. Mason, but I mean to find out. And I want you to help me.
How do you mean?
Come up to the house this evening. We'll have a bite to eat, and I'll keep a wary eye on Sir Robert. If he sets off one of his midnight rambles again, I want you to help me find out what he's up to.
I had no wish to go, Mr. Holmes, but I didn't see how I could well refuse. We hid in the bushes, quaking like two bunny rabbits, and watched Sir Robert meet the man by the ruined chapel.
And did you catch sight of the fellow's face?
Oh, we could see him quite clearly in the moonlight. It was no one I knew. Haggard, yellow face, mean dog, I should say.
And what could they have been doing in the crypt?
As to that, Doctor, Stevens and I took a look round there yesterday morning. Sir Robert had gone up to London for the day.
Hardly a pleasant place, is it, Mr. Mason? I never did care for this kind of thing.
Can't say I want to linger. Oh, nothing seems to have been disturbed.
What about that piece of board in the corner?
Oh, nothing much, I fancy.
Oh dear, how very nasty.
It's part of a human skull. A few bits of bone,